Oh, alive. Hey, look, Harry. Harry, look what's here. Alive. It's Harry Hedgehog. Yeah. Uh, well, I had people asking for another a daily story, you know. And so I'm going to try and give you a few more. Yeah. Yeah. Right. I'm doing 4 o'clock in country. I don't know where I finished up this morning. Oh, yes. I think Hank Williams says I want to do you a song about jam. Yeah. But he said, "Oh, I'm not going to do it." People say, "Why?" Well, he said, "If I told you a story about jam, I'd be a liar." Yeah, jambalaya. Yeah, and there you go, Hank Williams. And then a big wind blew in. Oh, yes, I remember I was up to this one. Yeah, it was Peter, Paul, and Mary, and Mary's heart got blown off. Yeah, well, it's a kind of day like that today. Been wet all day. It's very misty out there. It's even cool in here. I've done the coat. Yeah, yeah, because you never can tell, you know. It was 14, I see on there. It's poor, it's at the wrong end, but we might get 20 the weekend. 19, I think tomorrow, 20. Yeah, and I've called this one, Oh, Let Your Love Flow. Yeah, with Harry Hedgehog. Yeah, and tell them all about it, Harry. How did you let your love flow? Yeah, well, I went to a river and I jumped on a big leaf, yeah, and I sailed right down with the morning light, yeah, and people could see me floating. And they say, "Look, that's Harry Hedgehog. He's in the boat." Yeah. So Harry let his love flow. Yeah. And the Bellamy brothers, they were fishing. Yeah. And they caught me on a rod. Yeah. But they let me go. Yeah. And there's Harry Hedgehog to prove it. And he says, "Be mine and let your love flow." Yes. And Daniel was passing by, but Elton John was with him. Yeah. I said, "Is that your boyfriend, Elton?" Yeah, he said, "That's Daniel." Yeah. He going traveling on a plane. Oh, yes, I see. And Don McLean, yeah, he gets his teeth nice and clean. John McLean, yeah. He's with his boyfriend as well. Look, Vincent. Oh, they're both letting a love flow. Yeah. Say Harry is walking. They're letting a love flow. Look, there they go. Yeah. And Cat Stevens' morning is broken. And soon as I open the door, my cat's straight out. Yeah. And even if it was raining, he knows when morning is broken and he's straight out. And there he goes. And Jim Croce, yeah. Now Jim Croce don't want to say a thing. Harry's here to say it for him. Yeah. Go on then, Harry. Your big chance. I have to say I love you in a song. How are you gonna do that? Well, I am Harry Hedgehog, Harry Hedgehog, and I love you. Be mine, you see. Yeah. Well, you're very good there, Harry. You were very good, yeah. And a little rubber band back towards the river again, and we see the little rubber band on a little boat. Yeah. He's standing up. He's standing up, Harry. Up, Sabu. There he goes. I knew there was a cool chance that he might fall in. Yeah. Yeah, he fell in. Yeah. One of the little river band. A cool chance. Yeah. And look at that man across there. He putting bread in. Probably for the ducks and the swans. Yeah. And when he's not putting bread in, he's playing his guitar. He's a guitar man, Harry. Look, can you see him? Yeah, he's a guitar man. Oh, yes. Oh, mustn't forget, what's his name? Oh, Bread, yeah. Yeah. I'm putting some more bread in now. A little bit for the swans, yeah. The ducks get a little bit. And you see right across there, that man's got a picture, yeah, of America. Yeah. He says lots of lonely people in America. I would guess it. Yeah. Probably lots of lonely people here as well. And there they go. Yeah. And there they go. Lonely people. And the old age pensioners are lonely now. Because they can't go out now. They haven't got a winter allowance. Oh, no. Stammer's took it. He wants to pay the train drivers with it. Yes. And there he goes. Now they can walk, the old people kind of walk for any extra. They don't get any extra for Sundays. And a little bits of work they do only charity. There you go. And there you go. And this is charity. We're just doing it for charity. Kansas, dust in the wind. Yeah, Harry looked up from underneath his leaf. He was sailing on a leaf, weren't you? On a big one, yeah. Well, I looked up there and I see the dust. Oh, it's coming from that factory across the road there. It's in the wind. Oh, I'm trying to let me lug flow here. Yeah, so I'm still on sailing down the river. You will tell us when to stop, won't you, William, or I'll get... What if I go over the falls? The falls! Niagara Falls. Yeah. What if I go over the falls? Well, you'll have falled, won't you? You'll have falled for it. Yeah, and you'll be dead over the dusty. But you might not. You're a soft land, eh? And you'll float when you get down. When the falls washes you away. Yeah. And Simon and Garfunkel says, I want to tell you about Mrs. Robinson. Do you want to hear about Mrs. Robinson? Ah, yes. Mrs. Robinson likes a graduate. Ah, yeah. She wants to teach him science. Yeah. Huh? Huh? He wants to let his love flow. Yeah. Um, Orleans, they say, dance with me. Are you going to dance with them? Well, if I slip on the boards, I'll be dancing upside down. Yeah. Well, it's sometimes like that when you get down to Orleans. Yeah. And before I go, he says, I'll have a bit of bread. Yeah. Are you having a bit of bread? Yeah. And I'll give you everything I own. Yeah. What do you own? Oh, that mess over there with all your breadcrumbs. Yeah. Oh, I left them for Donald Duck. Ah, see. Yeah. Yeah, some bread. And Conway Truddy says, don't cry, Joni. You know about Joni crying. Yeah, she was crying in the chapel. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because the Conway Twitty didn't turn up. No, because he was a bit twitty, you see. And he didn't know which church. No. Anyway, he did eventually turn up, but he was 25 minutes too late. He was 25 hours too late. Yeah. And John Denver, yeah, every time he sings his songs, he sings Annie's song. You know Annie? Annie, yeah. Do you know Annie? Yeah. Do you know Annie's other song? Has she got another one? Yeah. She keeps it a hidden secret. Yeah. So did John Denver. Yeah. He left it down in Denver. Yeah. Annie's other song. But they don't know what it is. It's in secret code. Yeah. Only he knows Annie's other song. That's to make sure nobody records it, you see. Yeah. In the meantime, he's still singing Annie's song. Yeah. And Peter, Paul, and Mary. Well, Mary once climbed up a lemon tree. Well, and she slipped. And she ended on top of Peter, who ended on top of Paul, and they both ended on top of Mary. Oh, well. Let your love flow, Mary. Yeah, and there they go. And Crosby, Still, and Nash. Just a song before I go. Just a song before they go. I wonder where they're gonna go. Ah, Stills is going off with the one he loves. Yeah. Stay with the one you love. Yeah. Crosby. I don't know. I'm gonna fire a crossbow somewhere. Wow. Hey, going to Marrakesh on the Express. Oh yes. Oh, I say. Yeah, is that him down there? Yes. But Nash, I going back home to Blackpool. Yeah. Oh, yes. He was born in Blackpool. Yeah. His father was in the army. Yeah, the army had his father, and his mother had him. Yeah, in Blackpool. Yeah, and then he crossed to the other side, to America, other side of the pond, to be with Crosby and Stills. And sometimes they invited Young in as well. That's Young there, Neil Young. And Bob Seger, yeah, he was practicing playing his guitar, yeah, and letting his love flow at the same time. But as he turned around, the wind blew him. He said, "Which way am I standing? This way or that way?" It blew him off the stage, yeah. He was standing against the wind. He should have been standing in front of it, yeah. But he was standing against the wind, and one puff, boom, and as Bob went up in the air. I didn't have a strap, no. And Peter, Paul, and Mary, they took a walk one day. Yeah. It was only supposed to be a small walk. Yeah. But they went out into the country. Yeah. Yeah. And they were crossing the fields and that, and they couldn't see any more signs. And they couldn't ask anybody because nobody there. Yeah, nobody there. So they just kept marching and marching and getting tired and tired and tired. And they did see somebody with a tent and they said, "How far is it? How far is it?" And he said, "Oh, it'd be 500 miles." Oh, I better go back that way. About 10 miles, I think, yeah. And Simon and Garfunkel, now Simon and Garfunkel, they were letting their love flow. They went to Scarborough Fair. Yeah. Picked a jar of pickles, yeah, over Scarborough Fair. Yeah. Yes, parsley, they got some parsley as well. Sage, they got. Yeah, and rosemary. Yeah, and thyme. And they got them all at Scarborough Fair. Yes. Jim Crochet, he was tied up. Yeah. And he's flat. Yeah. And he couldn't get out. No. I wonder who tied him up. Well, he was caught letting his love flow, Boy, yeah. With bad Leo Boyne's woman. That's bad Leroy Brown. Yeah. And he tied him up. Yeah. Yeah. And Don Fogelberg, he says he'll be coming at New Year. I think, yeah. You know what he's going to sing? Same old lang syne. We'll take a cup, yeah, for the memories of old lang syne. And it's the same old lang syne as he sung last year. And John Lennon says, "Imagine that." Could you imagine that? Yeah, I can see him on the stage now. Look, there he is. And he's singing out the same old lang syne, but not the same old lang syne as somebody else's old lang syne. And the people cannot sing as well as him, but they're trying and they're singing old lang syne. And after a while, we begin to wonder whose old lang syne is it? Yeah. Oh. So John Lennon pops his head up and says, "Imagine that." Yeah. And Simon and Garfunkel, they were going down through El Condo Pasa. Whoa. And it's tight down there, the pass between the mountains, pass between the rocks. Yeah. And Simon, he fell in a hole. And Artie couldn't pull him out, nothing. But he says, if you get hold of me, yeah, I'll try and lift you up. But you're stuck in El Condo Pasa. Yeah. And James Taylor, he says, oh, every day I get stuck somewhere in somebody's condo pasa. And there he goes. But Simon and Garfunkel didn't have a hit with the sound of silence. No, no. Disturbed, yeah, they had a hit several times with the sound of silence. But just recently, way back in the 60s, Simon and Garfunkel didn't have a hit with the sound of silence. It was on a LP, long player, vinyl. Who had a hit with the sound of silence? Huh? The Irish guys, the Bachelors. Yeah, what do you believe? Yeah, the Bachelors. Oh, charming. Yeah. Oh, they didn't only have one guitar, you know. Yeah. Or two guitars, maybe sometime. Yeah. And the Bachelors. Yeah. And Christopher Cross, he said, I'm not going to ride like the wind today. He said, I'm sailing. And Harry says, oh, I'm sailing too. Look, I'm on a leaf. Oh, he says, I'm on a boat. Yeah. And I'm going crisscross, crisscross, crisscross. There I go. Crisscross and sailing. Yeah. And then up comes a summer breeze. Whoo, blows them away. Seals and crofts. Yeah. Well, there's seals and crofts over there. He's trying to seal the river off. Yeah. But he don't want to go down a waterfall there. Yeah. I get his crofts wet, wouldn't he? Yes. And what about Don McLean? Is his teeth really clean? Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah. Because he's got to sing the birthday song. Yeah. For Harry's wife, Harriet Hedgehog. Yeah. And he's got to sing the birthday song for you. Yeah. But is his teeth really clean? Don McLean. Yeah. And Peter, Paul, and Mary this time. Yeah. And Puff the Magic Dragon. Yeah. And Peter and Paul were saying, well, Mary, we've lost her again. We're always losing. And Harry said, I think she's in that suit. She's supposed to be the magic dragon. Is she? Oh, Puff. They're shouting, Puff the magic dragon. He lived by the sea. Yep. And there I go. And Simon and Garfunkel. Yeah, when they were climbing down from the El Condo Pasa and singing the sound of silence, they met a boxer. Ah, yeah. He wanted to box Artie's nose, yeah. And Artie said, well, box Simon instead. Well, he says he's only a little guy. I want to take on the big guy. I'm a boxer. Ah, well, don't box us, he says. Yeah. And so James Taylor says, he's not really a boxer, you know. He's not really a boxer, Harry. He's a handyman. Yeah, he does jobs on the side. He's a handyman. And he wants to meet a handy woman. Oh, yeah. And let his love flow. Yes, of course. But in the meantime, when he gets a fight, he's a boxer. Yeah. And Brad, they're keeping a diary. Yeah. For where we'll all end up and when he will box next, I don't know. It's in Brad's diary. Dan Seals says I got one friend. You got one friend? Yeah. That's me. Yeah. I said I got one friend. That's the devil. Ah, yeah. And there he goes. Dan Seals. Yeah. And Jim Crow said you can put time in a bottle. Yeah. Hmm. I put time in a bottle. Can you put time in a bottle? Oh, yeah, yeah. You can put time in a bottle. Yes, you put an old 1800 sailing ship and you put it in a bottle. And that's time in a bottle. You know, you're saving time in a bottle. Yeah. And John Denver, he was traveling down a country road. Yeah. What was he doing? He might be singing on his song. But somebody pulled up next to him and said, I don't recognize that song. Oh, I said, it's Annie's song. Well, it doesn't sound like Annie's song to me. It might be Annie's other song. Yeah. And there you go. And Sticks, they were on the river, remember? With a boat, yeah. Yeah. And they were waving to the girls, but they weren't bothering with the girls now. So the girls started throwing little sticks at them. Yeah. So there you go. And Chris, loving arms. And it just says Chris, loving arms. I don't know who the Chris could be. Maybe Chris Christopherson. Chris Christopherson. He's a Chris Cross as well, isn't he? Yeah. I got loving arms. Yeah, when he gets them out of his sling. Because, I mean, it was Harry's daddy that pushed them. Yeah, and there he goes. Yeah. And Blue Bayou. Yeah. What about the blue and the bayou? Yeah. I want to tell you a story about blue. Yeah, it's about blue fish. Yeah, and along came blue shark. Yeah, and a blue frog. Yeah, and I want to tell you a story about blue. Hmm? No, I'm not going to do it. If I told you a story about blue, I'd be on the bayou. Yeah, and there I go. And you can have Roy Orbison, Linda Ronstadt's Blue Bayou, Seasons in the Sun. That was Terry Jacks. Well, it was Seasons in the Sun, and he came out and he put his sunglasses on, and he sparkled his eyes. It did, yeah. But what happened, Harry? Started raining very heavily, thunder and lightning. Yes, and he wasn't in the sun anymore. Yeah, Terry Jacks. So he jacked his car in, yeah, and off he went on foot, yeah. And Charlene never been to me. No. She'd been to America. She'd been to Spain, yeah. She'd been to Australia and the UK. But she'd never been to me. I bet she hasn't been to you yet, has she, Harry? No, I've got to sign out in case she comes, be mine. But I don't think she'll be coming. No, no. Well, that was Charlene. But Neil Young, that might be him there, he's got a heart of gold. Yeah. How's Neil Young got a heart of gold? Well, he's seen a gold miner. Yeah, a gold miner. Yeah. And he mines gold and he got a chunk of him. Yeah. And he put it in his shirt pocket. Yeah. Got a heart of gold. Yeah. And Carol King says, I'm a natural woman, so make my bell ring. Ah, that your love fluid is, Carol. Ah, yes, that'll make me bell ring, because I am a natural woman. Really? Did you ever seen a natural woman? When you said I once saw an unnatural woman. What was an unnatural woman? Well, it was a man. Oh, a Yankee donkey. Ah, see. Whoa, was it Mrs. Robinson? Oh, yeah, it's funny you should say that. That was her name. Was Simon and Garfunkel anywhere there? I seen them running away. Yeah, to catch the car. Yeah, Simon and Garfunkel. And Mrs. Robinson says, Johnny May, I'm looking for a graduate. Yeah. and shadows in the moonlight. Oh, that's not a shadow up there. That's an asteroid. It's coming down when it hits somebody on the head. Yeah, it was only a very small asteroid. It struck over the Philippines. Uh, but it didn't hit anybody on the head. It blew up when it entered the atmosphere. And shadows, there were shadows in the moonlight. That's what it was, an asteroid. And Anne Murray tracked it. Yeah, she did. And Elton John, he was with his boyfriend Daniel, and he was looking up, and he said, "I see Daniel. He's flying the night on a plane." Yeah, and there he goes. And Lobo wants to ask you a question, Harry Hedgehog. Yeah. Lobo says, "How can I tell her?" Now, how do you tell her, Harry? Now, wave me sign. Be mine. Be mine. And does she fall for that? Oh, every time, yes. And that finishes 4 o'clock in country. But hold on, that doesn't mean we're finished. We're going slow rocking. We're not. Yes, we are. We're going slow rocking hits. You can pop see Alice Cooper on there. I'll bite your face off. Alice Cooper's going to bite your face off. Ow. There he is on there. Show the people again. I'll bite your face off. Yeah. And Harry says, "Well, if you put another brick in the wall, he'll not be able to climb over it. And he can't get through the hole if we put another brick in the wall. But we'll have to get the Pink Floyd builders to do that, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I hear Toto's gone down to Africa now. Yeah, he took the plane. Oh, yes. And he landed in the pouring rain. Yeah. Oh, yes. He got soaking wet. And Neil Young, well, after the gold rush, yes, he did get a piece of gold from a gold miner and he put it in his shirt pocket. Now we got an art for the gold. Yeah. I used to like going down to the outfield, but all the lovers and all the campers are cramped down there in the caravans and tents. Yeah. And I keep singing All Alone with You by the outfield. Oh, yes. And the Bee Gees are alone, naturally. They're down there. Yes, and there they are. But the Rolling Stones, Amanda, Boston, yeah, is there too. Rolling Stones, first of all, singing Angie, and Boston is singing Amanda, yeah. And Sticks with Babe, yeah. And then we have Belladonna, UFO. Ah, yes, I like to see a UFO. And Beth wants to give Kiss a kiss, or Kiss wants to give Beth a kiss. Yeah, I don't know who's kissing who. But Alice wouldn't be kissing him. He'd bite the face off. There he is, yeah. And so there he goes. And a boat on the river. Yeah, Tommy Shaw. Yeah, well, he was on the river, but he kind of fell asleep a bit. I lost one of his oars, you know. So he sees a man coming up on the boat on the other side with two ladies. So he shouts to him, "Can I borrow one of your oars?" What's that, he said? "And I borrow one of your oars." The man shouts back, "M's not oars. M's my sisters." That got him in a lot of trouble. Oh, yes. So that's when you're letting your love flow on the river. Yeah. And there you go. Bohemian Rhapsody from Queen. Ah, yes. But we haven't got the old lady's picture today. We've got plenty of pictures of Bohemian Rhapsody, though. And we'll just finish it there. So thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you again tomorrow. It's been Let Your Love Flow with Harry Hedgehog, and we have been floating down the river.